All right, in this lecture, we're going to make an iPhone language companion app using everything we learned so far. And in order to do this, please open the Xcode project that we created earlier, the chat one, so the AI manager, but the one that's specific to the chat. So if you looked at the travel buddy app that we created earlier, we already have the user interface created. If not, just go back to this lecture and recreate the user interface. We basically just added a label at the top. All right, so having said that, let's create the companion app. Again, it's super simple now that we have everything in place. We can literally go to the AI manager interface and we're going to use the generate text with private server method. And we already have that called whenever we go to the view controller in the button send tab. So whenever the user presses the send button, then this gets called, and we just have to change the system message to something that's specific to the world of languages. So let's call this app LinguiChat. So welcome to Lingua Chat, and say I'm your language learning companion. Let's practice and improve. Let me fix the typos. Let's practice and improve your language skills together. Ask me questions, seek vocabulary, help, or just engage in a conversation. All right. And we can just copy and paste that. So you can right click copy. And I'm going to paste this inside of the main storyboard, the view controller. Instead of travel buddy, I'm going to remove that and paste that inside. There we go. As you can see, we need a little bit more space. So I'm going to change this constraint to 110 and change the number of lines from, so if I click on the label, I change the number of lines from 4 to, let's say, 5. So I can probably just click here, select the label, and see that it has 4 lines here. I'm going to go and press 1 up, so 5. There we go, and we have the whole text. Perfect. And that's it. Now if you press play, it's going to work out of the box. Isn't that amazing? By the way, make sure in the backend you have your LM Studio running as a local private server, and that it's a chat type of model, and that your server is running. Excellent. Now, let's say I want to practice basic phrases in French. Can you help me? Can you help me out? And click on send. All right, so as you can see, the backend is doing its thing, and there we go. It's creating the tokens, and say, of course, what would you like to practice? Basic phrases, vocabulary, grammar, anything French related, and you can keep on the conversation. I say, I'd like to learn 5 useful sentences when I travel to Paris, and send. And as you can see, the backend is doing its thing. And as you can see, it's translating them in French. I can say that because I do speak French and English, in case you haven't caught my accent just yet. And there we go. Sure, I could help with that. Here are 5 useful sentences. As you can see, bonjour, comment allez-vous, je m'appelle, etc. All right, so there you go. In no time, you are able to create an app for learning languages. Obviously, you can work on the user interface and make it as a quiz or a game, or gamify the whole thing. But the meat is here. So yes, I know that's amazing. In the past, in order to create something like this, literally a few years ago, this would have taken many months to be able to create something that powerful. All right. So as you can see, you can come up with so many different ideas. I will add more as time goes by, but you can already think about so many of them. All right.